One of the most worthy attributes that you can have or learn in your life is to listen. There are people that hear and there are people that listen. If you hear, you just hear words and you are focused on what you want to say. But when you listen, then you learn exactly what you need to say during the conversation. When you listen, you know if you should respond, you know when to respond, you know how much tactfulness to bring with your response, and you listen in order to help or to assist. Because when you listen, then it's not about you in that moment. You are taking in something from someone else, and either you are trying to decipher what that person is saying, or you are listening in order to give that person feedback depending or according to what they just said. It's not about you. Listening nowadays in our society has really become an art. And I really don't want to be negative about it, but I personally don't talk to a lot of people who really know how to listen effectively. Listening is a requirement which makes it possible to continue a conversation or a debate or anything. Listening. Because hearing as opposed to listening, you can just go outside and hear birds chirping. You can hear dogs barking. You hear. You're not even trying to it. You hear it because of our sense of hearing. Listening is when I zero in, focus, and know and understand exactly what is being said. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and you speak of something that may be somewhat serious because it's sitting on your heart? So you tell that person something, and the first thing that comes out of their mouths is what I would do, or yeah, I knew someone that. But the response has nothing to do with what you just said. So the conversation really is useless. And then when the conversation is over, you have the feeling that you were totally misunderstood or not understood, and that it was just an empty conversation. There's nothing better than walking away from a conversation and you have the feeling that the person knew what you said, that you were understood, and that the person at least attempted to give you some type of assistance. This is effective listening. Not being able to listen is one of the biggest reasons that things don't get done or they get done wrong. And this is on higher scales, at work, in relationships. So what's the takeaway from this video here? If you are in a conversation, just be quiet. If you're not talking, just be quiet, close your mouth, open your ears, but not to hear, but to listen. Just listen. And sometimes you have to be quiet for a couple of minutes to piece things together so that you just understood what is being said. Because think about this for a moment, everyone. If you're talking to someone, don't you want to be understood? You don't want to be interrupted or disturbed when you're right in the middle of something? So if you want that, then also offer that to whoever it is you are having the conversation with. Because if that person is having a conversation with you, somewhere within them, they thought enough to have the conversation with you. And don't sell listening short in your life, because it can bring some wonderful things in your life. On the other side, if you don't do it, it can stop you from getting in some wonderful situations. So learn to listen. If you don't know how to do it, go research the topic of what is effective listening. And then it'll give you some tips, and then just integrate it in your life little by little. I'm going to leave it right there. Until the next video.
Hey everyone, Advancing Being Mind here. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more content like this, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you already are subscribed, thanks for the support. Take care.